Hi everyone, Regina here with StarterPPC. Have you ever used the bidding strategy called maximize conversion value and then been very confused when you find that the campaign just stops spending? Well, this happens to us all the time. I wanted to show you guys an example of it and just talk about it a little bit. Here I have one of our client accounts pulled up and I've filtered by just the main campaign. The main campaign is a PMAX feed only campaign. So this means it's performance max, but instead of giving it ad copy, lifestyle images, videos, everything that it needs to be a full performance max campaign, all we did is we gave it the product feed. That's what we mean by feed only. So all it can do really is shopping ads, and it can do that either outbound or remarketing, right? So it can do it on the shopping network using images of the product and the product titles, right, to create ads on the shopping network, or it can do the same thing on the display network. It's sort of, hopefully it's doing mostly remarketing display, because outbound display tends to be kind of a waste of money at this ad spend, where we only work with clients that have $5,000 or less in ad spend per month. So it can take the product feed and it can kind of follow people around the internet, showing them shopping ads because it still has images of every product and product titles, but that's all it has to work with. And the reason why we do this, side note, before I go back to the bidding strategy, is because we have many campaigns in this account, and I'm only showing one of them right now, but the feed only campaign is a way that we can push more money into just the shopping network and then have other campaigns to kind of feed this as our main campaign. So this is sort of the bottom of the funnel. It's going to show just the shopping ads, right? So we're restricting PMAX's ability to waste money on other things because we have other campaigns where we've restricted the budget to do those non-shopping activities in those campaigns. Okay, so in this campaign, what we did is here on July 1st, we changed the bid strategy to maximize conversion value for the PMAX campaign. So it was spending just fine before that. I'm not even sure what bid strategy it was using before that. We would have to go and look. But it was spending just fine. We changed it, and you can see that it spends for 2 more days, and then it just dies. Literally doesn't spend $1. Here, on July 12th, okay, so that was like a week. It didn't spend anything on July 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. On the 12th, we change it from we change it to maximize conversions. And even still, it takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days after that, and it doesn't start spending until day 6. So I wanted to show this to you guys because I'm sure that this is happening to some of you. It's very baffling when it does. There doesn't seem to be a rhyme or reason around why it happens. Sometimes you switch to maximize conversion value and the campaign just spends just fine. Oftentimes we find if we switch to maximize conversion value and it does keep spending, it tends to be a better bidding strategy than maximize conversions, meaning the algorithm can usually get us a higher return when we're able to use that bidding strategy. But we don't know if we'll be able to use it or not until we try it. There's no sign on whether or not it's going to work. So sometimes we switch it just to see if it's going to die. If the budget is going to stop spending, and we'll keep a very close eye on it. If it does, we just have to switch it back. And then unfortunately, even after you switch it back, it just takes many days for the algorithm to sometimes to change its mindset. It's a very strange phenomenon. Google support doesn't know why that happens. And there's really not much you can do other than brace for impact and give it a try. And each time you make a change, you need to wait several days before making another change, right? Because as you can see, it takes days for the algorithm to go, oh, actually, that bidding strategy is not going to work. and then days for it to go, oh, actually, now we're on a new bidding strategy, and start to spend again. Hi there, quick interruption. Do you know the main thing that prevents small business owners from getting their Google Ads account into a position to grow and scale? Budget. A lot of businesses, especially those that are just starting out, have limited budgets. And so because of this, they're turned away by most ad agencies because most ad agencies have minimum budget thresholds that they're willing to work with. So what happens is the business owners end up learning Google Ads themselves. And the problem with that is that most of the advice online is geared towards larger accounts. And the advice doesn't have any of those strategies or tricks that can kickstart the algorithm into giving a small account a leg up over larger competitors. So it often just doesn't work, and the business just ends up losing money month over month. If this sounds familiar, StarterPPC can help. We offer Google Ads management services that are designed for accounts that have between $1,000 and $5,000 budgets. And because all of our clients are just starting out, we've come up with ways to keep our management fees significantly lower than most agencies. Because we know that every dollar saved on management fees just goes towards the ad budget, which is going to help the algorithm gather speed and power. So if you're serious about growing your business and you'd like a team of Google Ads experts to help you without breaking the bank, check us out at starterppc.com. Okay, back to the video. Very frustrating, you guys. I wanted to share it with you so we can commiserate together, and so that you know that you're not the only one it's happening to. And I would encourage you all to just give maximize conversion value a try. Don't give it a try right away. Okay, you want probably at a minimum 45 days worth of data, and you want, consistent data, meaning conversions every day, ideally, or every few days. So don't switch to maximize conversion value until you're at that point, because one thing I know for sure is that if you start out with maximize conversion value, it's not going to work at all. It's probably not going to spend at all from day one. So you don't want to try it until you think it's ready. And what that means is it has to have enough data, right? Because how can you tell the algorithm, hey, I want you to maximize my conversion value, when it doesn't have any data around what type of click to what type of person in what type of placement on what type of network with what type of ad copy and combination of assets is going to actually bring conversion value, right? So it's literally just in the baby stages of converting. And it could be here that we tried it too soon on this campaign. Let me go back in time and see. Was it running for months before that? Okay, so it was this campaign had been running since April 11th. So we figured that was plenty of time. We gave it a try. It didn't work. We switched it back. We'll probably give it a try again someday, maybe in another 60 days, but for now, this campaign's doing pretty well. It's getting a pretty high return, which makes sense because it's kind of our bottom of the funnel campaign that gets attributed many clicks in the last few days of the user's sales cycle, right? So if it's a bottom of the sales funnel campaign, what I mean by that is if someone's going to click on 3 ads and then convert, this campaign tends to be the last campaign or one of the last campaigns that they click on. Actually, that's not even necessarily true because it does do like outbound shopping network. So honestly, I don't know why this campaign tends to be just good at attributing sales. I think that Google likes to attribute conversions to PMax, Performance Max. To be honest, I think it's a little biased, right? We in our conversion attribution settings up here in tools and settings, we always use data-driven attribution nowadays, which leaves it up to the algorithm to decide what percent of each conversion to attribute to what campaign or what ad, right? So if the user clicked on 3 ads, is it going to give all of it to the first click, all of it to the last click? Is it going to divide it evenly? What's it going to do? It's up to the algorithm, and we have no visibility when we use data-driven. All I know is that PMax feed-only campaigns tend to get a high return. They tend to show a high return, so we know they're working. So we don't have to worry too much. Maximize conversions seems to be working just fine. Let's look at the last week or two Yeah, almost 300% return. So we're golden over here. And yeah, I just wanted to make this quick video to show you guys how maximize conversion value can really trip you up. So you're not doing anything wrong. You just have to try it and see. There's no formula, unfortunately. But if you can get it to work, it does tend to be the best bidding strategy. So definitely worth giving it a try at some point. All right, best of luck to you. If you liked this video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the like button. Thanks.
Talk about maximize conversion value. This is a bit different. Maximize conversion value takes a lot of the same traits as maximize conversions does, but the weighting system internally at Google gives more weight to the size